You're listening to the Ballroom Network. The following program is intended for all audiences. Welcome to the Fantasy Football Goon Podcast with your hosts, Joe Mandel, the Goon, John Santucci, the Tooch, and the man with the plan, Adam Shawm. We're bringing you the fantasy football knowledge that you need every single week.
Derrick Henry still going. He might go. 99 yards for the touchdown. Unbelievable.
Flushed out again, all the way back. Turning the corner, fires downfield. Caught. Touchdown. Only Mahomes turns what might have been a 15-yard sack into a 27-yard touchdown.
Saquon Barkley across midfield, down the sideline, staying in bounds, and Barkley takes it all the way. 68 yards for his first NFL touchdown. McCaffrey right up the middle, and he is gone for the touchdown. 58 yards. Pass is to Thomas. He's gone. Touchdown Saints.
Okay, it's time for the easiest part of any coach's job, the cut. Now, while I wasn't able to cut everyone I wanted to, I have cut a lot of you. Steven, I like your hustle. That's why it was so hard to cut you. Congratulations, the rest of you made the team. Except you, and you.
God bless fantasy football. There are many things a man can do with his time. And this, better than those things.
What is going on, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Fantasy Football Goon. Week 14 starts and sits. I'm one of your hosts, Joe Mandel, the Goon, joined as always by my fantasy football brother and radio father, John Santucci, the Tooch, and Adam Shaw, the man with the plan, had to work today, but he'll be home to watch the Bears game later, which is the most important thing. So, Senor Tooch, how you doing, my friend? Let's get ready for the fantasy playoffs, shall we?
Doing good. Got to get out and shovel after this. We got some more snow. Did you get snow too?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I got to do the same.
Yeah, I've gotten quite a bit this early part of the winter. It isn't even winter yet, really, but early part of the year or the season. It's last year, man, it snowed maybe once or twice last year. This year we get a lot more snow. And woke up Friday, had the furnace was out, so I had to came out yesterday and got me squared away. Didn't charge me an arm and a leg, so yeah, pretty happy about it.
There you go, man. And most importantly, in the fantasy world, this is a make or break week. Yeah, you're trying to get that first round bye. You're trying to sneak into the playoffs. You know, I'm in like two different leagues where if I win today, I get a first round bye, and I just need that big time. Right. It's crucial this year. Because I can't tell you how many times I've gone one and done, best record of the league all year, and then I first round get knocked out. So that first round bye, I need it to, and we got to help people get it too.
Yeah, it's a week 14 is a bye week with some pretty good players on bye.
Yeah,
so,
Drake May. Yeah,
I'm hurting in a few places with the 49ers and Patriots on bye, and I forget who else is on bye. Giants, right?
That sounds right. I got to look at the bye weeks.
So there's some good fantasy players.
I'm not so used to there being late this late of buys, but yeah. Giants, Patriots, Panthers, Niners.
Yeah. So I have, guys like Christian McCaffrey, Tedero McMillan, Drake May on teams, and I'm like scrambling for week 14, especially in guillotine. Those are like two or three of my players.
That's right. And Big T says that he had to pick up Tyrod Taylor since May is on a bye. Don't trust Jaden Daniels in his first game back. That's fair. Curious, though, Tooch and I will probably talk about him in a little bit, but is Jacoby Brissett available on your wire? Because he's got a nice matchup today, too. So let us know, Big T.
Should be a negative game script, too, for the Cardinals where, Brissett's got to fire it up. I could see him throwing the ball 40 times today. So,
yeah, right.
Yeah, I went with Jared Goff and guillotine because Drake May was out. He threw for 300, only had one touchdown. They blew out the Cowboys, but it was all rushing. 4 rushing touchdowns, I think, right? Of 3?
Yeah.
3 or 4 rushing touchdowns.
Then I saw a Dak who did solid. I think it was like 25 points or something, but I had CD go down with the concussion after a huge start to that game, but hopefully it's enough to get me through to the next round of guillotine, Tooch. We'll see.
Yeah.
But let's get this party started. Let's talk about our starts and sits, and I guess I can start us off at QB. We talked about Jacoby Brissett a few minutes ago. Great matchup against the Rams. As you mentioned, they should be playing from behind. That Cardinals team is actually a really good offense when they take Kyler Murray out of it. And Jacoby Brissett has always been way better than advertised. He seems to just find a way to get it done. So great matchup against the Rams. Going to be throwing a lot. Trey McBride, Michael Wilson, big high stocks on those guys today. So fire up Jacoby Brissett if you need help at quarterback, especially if you have a bye. I'm confident in Joe Burrow after seeing him last week. He looked great. I think going against Buffalo today, he should go nuclear. I have a couple leagues where I had to decide between Dak and him, and I picked Dak, and I think I picked wrong. But nonetheless, I think Joe Burrow is going to be awesome today. Buffalo's secondary is brutal. And then I'm back in on Baker Mayfield after last week. New Orleans secondary, not great. Not amazing, not terrible, somewhere in the middle. I think they're going to be throwing the ball a lot in the beginning. They're going to be up big. I think Baker Mayfield has a good game today. So I'm in on Baker. How about you, Tooch?
I like the Rams-Cardinals quarterback matchups. I think it's a bounce-back week for Stafford. And then Jacoby Brissett, like I said, it'll probably be a negative game script where he's got to throw a lot, trying to catch up with that Rams offense. And he's done it, man. Jacoby Brissett has put up fantasy points. And then Sam Darnold versus the Falcons. I also think he had a rough game against his old team, the Vikings. Vikings really had a good game plan against him. It's just the Vikings offense turned the ball over like 6 times, So, the quarterback play on the other side of the ball from the Seahawks was terrible. But I like the matchup for Darnold. I know they're on the road. The Falcons defense just isn't that good, man.
No, it's not. There's no way to get around it. No way to get around it at all, brother. But I definitely think those are solid plays. Atlanta's been pretty brutal this year, and at least their offense has been somewhat – at least they know how to use Bijan this year. Let me put it that way.
They did last week. I mean, the Tyler Allgeier vulturing the touchdowns has sucked for Bijan owners. But, last week you got a really big game from Bijan, even though it was a loss. He had a great game.
He sure did. He's looked the part for sure.
Yep. Running backs, I got Quinshawn out there in the only game that the Browns will be favored in all season. If it's a positive game script, I like him to touch the ball 15 to 20 times. RJ Harvey versus the Raiders had a little bit of a breakout game. I was a little worried about him, though. I mean, he was like, they're still throwing guys like Jaleel McLaughlin and Tyler Bade out there. And, come on. Harvey's obviously the best back on that squad right now without Dobbins in there. And then Breece Hall has just really stepped it up since, trade deadline passed. He's got a good matchup against the Dolphins, and he's getting most of the touches. What are your thoughts on Harvey?
I think he is going to be the guy. I really do. I think in the offseason, I don't know what they do with Dobbins. I really don't. But Harvey looks the part. But Dobbins has been great. Maybe it's a two-headed monster moving forward.
Dobbins has the injury bug.
I know right now. He's got the injury bug. That's why I think Harvey's the guy long term. But do they keep them both? I don't know. But Harvey is definitely going to be
the goal
top
line.
20. Goal line back, top 20 back. Next season, if they get rid of certain guys or whatever, I think he could be a top 10 back if all goes well. Sean Payton offense. So I'm in on Harvey. I especially love him today.
Okay.
And I'm with you, man. I love Quinshon Judkins today against Tennessee. This is one of the reasons that I traded for him in the Goon League. I needed a running back. His end of season schedule is ridiculous. And I traded Travis Kelce. I already have Jake Ferguson, and I picked up Brenton Strange. So it's like I didn't lose anything.
Yeah.
Judkins for me is I think he has potential to finish as running back 1 today. I know that's probably ludicrous to say out loud, but I do think against Tennessee he's going to eat a lot. I really do. So Judkins definitely in the top 10 today. I think he's got the ceiling of RB1 for this Sunday, December 7th. So sign me up for that. A lot of people were out on Devin Neal last week because of the Saints and how they used him and blah, blah, blah.
He got a lot of touches.
He got a lot of touches. He got a lot of volume.
Didn't produce on him, but.
And the most important thing, Tooch, is he is catching balls out of the backfield.
Yep.
They are going to be down against Tampa Bay. There's zero doubt in my mind that they will be down. They'll be dink and dunks out of the backfield to Devin Neal. I think he has another really nice day. I'm firing him up over guys like Woody Marks, who's got a tough matchup today. You know, people are out on Devin Neal, but I think you're going to see a lot out of him today. So
Woody's been getting a lot of touches as well. He's got the
tough
ankle.
matchup.
He's got a bit of an ankle injury though. That's what worries me about Marks. But I mean, you're probably, if you have him on your roster, you're probably no choice with the bye weeks but to start Woody Marks today. I know I do in a couple leagues.
Yeah, I was in one league where it was Marks versus Neal, and I went with Neal because I just think he's going to get the volume, and he's not banged up.
That choice, I would choose Neal as well.
There you go. And then I love Jaylen Warren today against Baltimore. That secondary, not great in Baltimore by any means. And for whatever reason, Tooch, we talk about it week after week. The Steelers do not know how to use DK Metcalf. I don't understand why you trade for him if you're not going to know how to throw him the ball. You'll see me talk about Metcalf later in my sits, but Jaylen Warren, I think, is going to be fed early and often in this game. It's a battle for first place in this division. Jaylen Warren is going to be a man on fire today, Tooch.
Yeah, I hate we talked about this offline in our little chat group of the running back by committee versus, the heroes running backs and how this season is sort of shaped out. If you've got one of the hero backs or 2 hero backs, you're looking great. Like I'm talking about Christian McCaffrey, who gets, both the run and the pass game touches for running back. Bijan Robinson. Well, I mean, you still have the Allgeier touches and stuff. And the ones who are like a single back in their backfield, I would go Josh Jacobs and Javonte Williams as 2 of those guys.
You got James Cook,
Quinshon Judkins. The ones who are splitting like Warren and Gainwell and Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet and Allgeier and Bijan. I mean, Bijan's been really great. Jahmyr Gibbs has been fantastic. But there's still the Allgeiers and Montgomerys out there vulturing touchdowns, against the Lions and Cowboys. It didn't matter for Gibbs. He still lit it up, like 50 fantasy points, whoever has him pretty much is moving on to next week with the victory or whatever. But yeah, the next season I expect, the top picks, lining up here in the first round to be guys like McCaffrey and, the other.
I would argue the top 5 picks next year should be running backs.
Jonathan Taylor is another example of the hero.
Just the bell cow. Yeah.
The bell cows are going to be top, first round targets. You could argue Trey McBride has had a huge impact too at the tight end position and could rightfully be a first round pick. I mean, his numbers are better than a lot of top wide receivers.
And now that he has a quarterback that throws him the ball, yeah.
Yeah.
Love that, man. All good insight there, Tooch. My wide receiver starts for the week. I love Michael Wilson today against the Rams. He's been a guy that's just, with Jacoby Brissett, has been skyrocketing to the moon. The guy is fast. He gets open. Yep. He catches everything. His hands are so good, and he's going to get targeted a lot against the Rams. you and I, Tooch, have never been huge on Marvin Harrison Jr. We liked him more when he was getting drafted, but now that we've seen him in games, he's got a case of the dropsies. He's not at all what we thought we were. I like
He
Michael
came back
Wilson.
last week and he soaked up the targets last week, but he ended up hurting his foot in the game after he came back from appendicitis in that game. Ended up someone rolled on his ankle foot, so he's out today.
Another reason why Michael Wilson is just
Michael Wilson
today.
should have a big day today. If he doesn't get to 20 fantasy points, I'd be surprised.
For sure. Yeah, great play. And I've got tough decisions in guillotine, but I can't start Michael Wilson. I know I picked
him up.
I know I had to drop him.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Yeah. Well, I mean,
I had to drop him because I got CD.
Yeah, you didn't know whether Marvin Harrison Jr. was going to be out at the time.
Yeah. Well, what are you going to do? But I got Ibuka and all guys like that.
I had to drop Kenneth Walker for him, and I should have. I mean, it was between Kenneth Walker or Tyler Allgaier, and I figured if Bijan gets hurt, God forbid, Tyler Allgaier becomes like a league winner.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking, a couple running touchdowns a game, maybe one or two, plus all the catches and rushes. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, he's arguably one of the best handcuffs in fantasy.
I would agree. And then I love Jacoby Myers today as well versus Indy. He's ever since he got traded to Jacksonville, he's basically been their wide receiver one.
Yep.
And rightly so. I mean, he's a fantastic wide receiver. Trevor Lawrence loves him. The sky's the limit for Jacoby Myers and Trevor Lawrence.
The weather a concern in Jacksonville? I know it's supposed to be a little rainy. I didn't check the weather today for that game, but I picked him up in guillotine. I don't know whether between Zay Flowers and Jacoby Myers today, and one game has and I really want to start Jacoby Myers, just that he's projected for like 8 fantasy points in Yahoo, and Zay Flowers projected for like twice as many, so I'm like I've went against that before with the Yahoo point projection, and
crazy.
It burned me a couple times when I went against it, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean the Colts Jaguars game is supposed to be
out.
Right. Yeah, supposed to be a light rain as well.
Mm-hmm.
Take that for what you will, but
I mean, he is the kind of the underneath passing option for the Jaguars. It's just how's the weather going to affect the pass game? I'm wondering. It's a decision. Zay Flowers or Jacoby Myers. Zay Flowers and Lamar Jackson have been
awful.
Sort of off. This season. In the beginning of the year, like Zay Flowers is a league winner. His first 3 games, he was like lighting it up.
I agree.
Then, it's projected for like 15, 16 fantasy points today.
Mm-hmm. And what a perfect segue. You talked about first 3-4 games of the season lighting it up. Emeka Egbuka is a guy who was under that as well. And he's kind of, since Mike Evans went down, he has not nearly been the player that he was. But guess who comes back today? Mike Evans, or Tooch. Mike Evans comes back, and they got Chris Godwin back.
Yep.
Egbuka gets to go up against a terrible New Orleans team. I think he's going to see a lot of single coverage today with Mike Evans back, and Egbuka goes back to lighten things up. I think if you have him, you have to fire him up unless you're stacked in a league like a guillotine league like me and Tooch. I think otherwise you're starting Egbuka if you have him because he's going to blow the pants off. No pun intended.
Yep.
Let's see. We got a question here, Tooch.
All right.
Non-PPR, which 2 wide receivers? Jefferson, Egbuka, Sutton, Brian Thomas Jr.
Jefferson. And
I'll take Jefferson and Egbuka out of those guys.
For me, it's either Jefferson and Egbuka or Jefferson and Sutton. But I don't know. I mean, Sutton has been disappointing, and so has Egbuka recently. Yeah. But Sutton looks
with Mike Evans back today. I think Egbuka gets the edge for me.
I mean, Godwin has looked really good too.
Yeah,
I mean, Godwin seems to be getting a lot of targets from Mayfield.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I'm not a fan of Bo Nix this season. I don't know. He's got some issues.
I don't know what's going on there. I agree with you.
Justin Jefferson, I expect to bounce back this week. I really like.
They're going to force feed him the ball this week for sure.
Him and Hawkinson, I like today. So
I don't like Hawk as much, but you'll hear me explain why later.
But the Commanders are terrible against the tight end.
I know that.
Yeah.
Lamar Burrow.
What's his name? Brosmer was targeting. Hawkinson had like 10 targets last week. So for quarterback, he's got.
This is easy for me. Lamar Burrow or Jaden Daniels. It's Burrow by a mile. For me, I can't. You can't trust Lamar. You can't trust Jaden Daniels. Joe Burrow, nuclear against Buffalo today. So
I'll take Waller in the tight end. How about you? I just like the ceiling of Waller. Tua's been terrible, but I mean, Shedeur likes Fannin. Is he?
I got Fannin as a sleeper today. I love his matchup, but
I have him as a start too. I think, don't I, or no? Maybe not.
I think maybe you do. I don't know.
No, I don't.
But nonetheless, Waller will probably get the volume.
I like
they're
Waller.
Close. Yeah, they're so close.
You could probably flip a coin. I don't know. It's tough.
Maybe I'll give Waller the edge by a tiny bit because he doesn't have competition at tight end.
Right. But yeah, I mean, Fannin, they use him in that gadget, and he gets those underneath short targets as well. And he's so physical, he knows run after the catch.
Right.
Yeah, I like Justin Jefferson today versus that bad Commanders secondary.
Oh, you got to fire him up.
A Zay Flowers matchup, it is like the best today versus Pittsburgh. The slot receiver versus Pittsburgh. I said that last week with Khalil Shakir, and he had like 2 catches, but he did drop a touchdown pass against the Steelers. Shakir, he dropped a touchdown pass. He had 6 targets and caught 2 of them, and then dropped a touchdown pass. So, I mean, it might have worked out. Does Zay Flowers do it this week? I don't know. And then Michael Wilson versus the Rams today, I think you could see 10 targets easy.
Easy. I love it, man. Let's get to your tight end starts.
Yeah, Tyler Warren is a solid start today versus Jacksonville. They're not great against the tight end. And for a guy like Daniel Jones, and with the weather, I think this is a solid matchup at tight end here. I wouldn't be afraid of starting Warren today. I know that Daniel Jones is playing with a stress fracture in one of his feet or ankle or somewhere in his leg. He's playing with a leg injury, and it showed. So I don't think he's going to be throwing deep, in which case I like Warren for the same reason you'd play a Brock Bowers. Kyle Pitts has a fantastic matchup versus Seattle. They're terrible against the tight end. It's just that it's Kyle Pitts. He could have a fantastic matchup and finish the day, 2 catches for 15 yards.
That's his MO.
Yeah, but I still like the matchup for him. TJ Hawkinson, like I said, he had double-digit targets last week. He's got a great matchup. And if J.J. McCarthy's going to make some plays, it's going to be Jefferson and Hawkinson.
Fair enough. I have similar – actually, I don't have any overlapping with you, surprisingly.
Oh, wow.
Brenton Strange today against Indy. This is a guy that, since he's come back from IR, has essentially been competing for wide receiver 1 in targets. He's getting the targets. He's getting the yardage. He's just a big target. Indy not great against the tight end. I believe they're like 28th against. Yeah, exactly.
Brenton Strange. Yeah, he's like a poor man's Tucker Kraft.
That's why I was so happy when I traded Kelsey for Judkins that I was able to snag Strange off the wire. It's like I didn't trade anybody. You could argue that they're similar stat-wise when they're both active. So Brenton Strange, again, going to have a big day against Indy. I believe they're 28th in the league against tight end. Juwan Johnson at Tampa Bay. Again, Tampa's not great against tight end at all. I think they're in the lower half. I think they're in the bottom 10 of the league against the tight end. Yeah, Juwan Johnson gets the targets. There's not a whole lot of, besides Olave, anyone to throw to. So Juwan Johnson, big target, big hands, easily scores a touchdown today against Tampa. And then this is a sleeper for a lot of people, but I think Zach Ertz is going to have a big day against Minnesota. Jaden Daniels is back. He's the one that loves Ertz. Minnesota tends to forget about guys like Zach Ertz and focus on, the big play guys, So for me, I think Zach Ertz has a really nice day, and he's available in a ton of leagues right now. So you can go and scoop him up.
I've had him in guillotine, dropped him, had him, dropped him, just trying to improve. I finally have Brock Bowers. So
that'll do.
But I would love having Ertz back on my roster.
Yeah, I think today is a great case.
He knows how to get open.
He's been doing it for a long time.
Got another question?
We do? Oh,
Big T.
Starting top Waller at tight end, but also have Loveland.
Yeah, I would not flex Loveland yet. I mean, I know with Odunze out, his target share probably goes up. No doubt.
I do like Franklin today.
Yeah, Mechie is also interesting.
Mechie let us down last week, too. We
did.
were really high on him.
Let us down. I think I stick with Waller, but
yeah, I'm not touching Loveland this week.
Yeah,
I'm just not feeling it.
In my flex, yeah, I mean, Loveland. I love the kid. I just Cole Kmet is still there, and Cole Kmet had the big touchdown last week that sealed the game for the Bears against the Eagles.
I'm leaving in Franklin at flex.
I think I would put Franklin as well. He
He's
did let us
basically
down.
done wide receiver 1.
He let us down last week, though. I think he had like 2 catches. But
yeah, well, I still think it's he's got a great matchup. So
yeah, I just think the Raiders and Broncos, they play each other so tough. It's like usually low scoring games. It was a 10-7 last time they played each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they are.
Hesitate. I don't know. I mean, the Broncos offense, if they run the ball, they should have no problem against the Raiders throwing the ball. They just have to establish the run.
Amen. Agreed. Moving on to our sits. I'm sitting DK Metcalf against Baltimore. I know it's one of those matchups that you see on paper, and you're like, oh, man, they're going to throw it his way like 20 times. DK Metcalf just does not get targeted in that Steelers offense. I don't understand it. I don't think I ever will.
I don't hate it. I mean, look, it's just that, like, before you know it, he's gotten, like, 2 long catches. Maybe one of them's a touchdown. You're like, damn it. With DK, that was the case last season.
You could pencil him in for 4 catches today. You're right. One of them is probably going to be a touchdown.
Yeah, it's wild.
But he's going to have like 55 yards, 4 catches, and a touchdown. That's going to be his stat line.
Yeah,
and to get you into the fantasy playoffs, it's not going to do it
too.
Yeah. So I'm not in on DK this week. I've had him all year in my fantasy teams. He's killed me, so I'm not touching him. A bit of a hot take. I'm benching Justin Herbert today against Philly with the broken hand. It's not a throwing hand, but with the broken hand, I think they're going to put the emphasis on the run in this game. Omarion Hampton should be back in this game. Yeah. Justin Herbert, I imagine, is not going to be chucking it a lot today.
I've got Ladd McConkey sitting out. I have no faith in that passing game of the Chargers.
Yeah, me either. I'm not feeling it.
I mean, Ladd is great. He's got a great target share, but he's going up against Cooper DeJean, and the Eagles are the best against the slot wide receiver. Yeah,
so that's why I think you're going to see a lot of Omarion Hampton, Kamani Vidal. You'll see both those guys today. And I know you have him a start, Tooch. I'm benching TJ Hawkinson. He has just not been consistent at all year long. JJ McCarthy game specifically.
I was just curious.
I think he had like 5 points. Let me pull it up and double check. Let's see. Sleeper. I got to make sure I go to our league. Players. Hawkinson. Let's see. Hawkinson last week. Oh, I guess he had 12 points. It was his highest targeted game, second highest targeted game of the year.
How many points?
12, 11.9.
That's pretty good for a tight end.
He was tight end 11 last week, but on the season overall.
Oh, he's been terrible.
Yeah, he's tight end 21. on the year,
Yep.
which is brutal. In JJ McCarthy games specifically, he has had under 5 targets in every game with JJ McCarthy. So,
yeah, Brosmer really targeted him last week.
But with that said, he's got a good matchup. But I just cannot trust PJ Hawkinson, especially when I'm trying to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
If you already got a first round bye locked up or whatever, go ahead and toss him in. But otherwise, I don't have the faith to start him. Tooch, what do you got for sits? Actually, we got a question real quick.
Okay.
Mikey said, I have Devontae, Quentin Johnson, and Jettas. I also have Waller on the bench. Don't love Quentin Johnson this week at all. I would start Devontae, Jettas, and flex Waller. I'm not touching Johnson. Would you agree with that, too?
I would. I don't understand the question. Is it? What does he need? He needs 2 out of 3, or?
Well, I think he's saying that he's
2 out of 4.
He's starting those 3 in the beginning.
Oh, okay. He's starting.
I think he's
Devontae
saying he's got
and
Waller
Johnson
on the bench.
Okay, so I would be starting like Devontae and Justin Jefferson, and then at flex for me, it's between Waller and Quentin Johnston, and I don't know. I mean,
I like the passing game better in Miami than I do in.
Yeah, and then you have
LA
the hand
today.
injury with Justin Herbert. I don't know, man. It's a tough call. It's a.
I'm going Waller. Big baller Waller.
Let me see. I like Waller. I think he's like last week. He kind of flashed first game back. Yeah, I mean, Philadelphia plays a lot of too high, and against too high, Quentin Johnson only has a 14% target share. But Philly has allowed the 3rd most receiving yards and 8th most fantasy points per game to perimeter wide receivers. So he's touchdown dependent, I think, in this game. So and Waller's probably touchdown dependent, but I kind of like Waller as a better touchdown option. So I would go Waller.
Yeah, because Waller, even though he usually gets only like between 3 to 5 catches, he usually gets high yardage with those catches. So
yeah,
and the Jets aren't middle of the pack anyway. So
Devontae Smith, Justin Jefferson is my wide receivers, and Waller and my flex. Yeah.
That's what I would do too.
Yep.
And Tooch, what do you got for your sits?
Arande's kind of disappeared, and then you have an angry Philadelphia team. Don't know how well they'll play. I expect the Chargers, after seeing the Bears run all over Philadelphia, to establish the run game and take some pressure off of Justin Herbert. I got Darnell Mooney versus Seattle. I mean, that Seattle defense is no joke, man. Their secondary is fantastic too. I know what's his name is out, Drake London.
Yep.
But also a couple other guys that have been getting targets from Kirk Cousins, Sills, and I forget the other guy's name. So I'm sitting Mooney. And then the Rams run defense is really good. Just Bam Knight, Michael Carter. I know Amari DiMercado's out. I don't like the matchup for the Cardinals. I think they're going to throw a lot more. In that case, I think Michael Carter is probably the back that's going to get the receptions.
For sure. And then next week, Trey Benson should be coming off IR too. So keep that in mind. Let's see. Hey, fellas, Bam Knight or Luther Burden at the flex? I think Tooch just touched on it. I think that run game's going to get shut down.
I take a chance on Burden today.
And I'm taking a shot. Yeah, you're about to hear me talk about
him. Is it PPR? If it's PPR, Bam Knight doesn't really catch a lot of passes.
I was going to say, I think regardless of the format, but especially in PPR, I'm taking Burden.
You got to like the big playability. Yep.
All right. Tooch, what do you got for sleepers, baby?
Well, I got Jordan Mason versus that Commanders run defense.
I love it. He's by himself.
Yeah, Aaron Jones is injured. Jacoby Myers versus Indianapolis for that underneath stuff. And then, the Dolphins are terrible against the tight end. If you're looking for a streaming tight end, Tyrod Taylor to Mason Taylor, they're no relation, but that connection might be pretty good today.
I like that. I like that a lot, man. And I got Harold Fannin as a sleeper versus Tennessee. We talked about him a little bit earlier. Shedeur Sanders loves him. Big target. Gets open a lot. He's fast for his size. I like Fannin a lot today. There's a lot worse options. The only thing that puts him in sleeper start category and not a start is that he's got to have some competition at tight end from Njoku, who basically disappeared, but he still catches 1 to 2 balls a game. We just talked about Luther Burden. I love him today against Green Bay, especially with Noah Dunze. This could be the coming out party for Luther Burden. I don't think Green Bay knows what's coming at him with this kid. He's speedy, he's fast, got great hands. So sign me up for that. And then I have Trevor Lawrence. I know a lot of people are down on Lawrence. He's been great for the most part, the latter half of the season. Indy's banged up. No Sauce Gardner in this game. Trevor Lawrence is going to throw it probably 40 times, maybe at least 35 times. So that's what I got for sleepers, man. Okay, with that, half-point PPR and flex, I have Corum, Wicks, and Waller. I need one.
Okay.
Is Waller still the pick?
I think so. He's not fighting anybody for targets. There's no Tyreek Hill.
It's between Waller and Wicks.
Waddle and Waller are dominating the target share. And in Miami, it's just that Tua Tagovailoa is a terrible quarterback. Then you have Blake Corum.
Yeah, Blake Corum.
Blake Corum and Kyron Williams splitting a 50-50 now. It's been like 60-40 with Kyron and Corum, but Corum has kind of ate into that goal line role. So I could see him getting a touchdown today, Corum. Wicks had a breakout game last week, just monster.
Yeah.
And then with Matthew Golden out, and I don't know, it's like the Green Bay, it's like whack-a-mole with their wide receivers. You never know who's going to be. And now Jaden Reed is back. So I'm kind of out on Wicks. I could see him getting lost in the shuffle over there. But
I'd say the most likely
it's Corum or Waller for me. But I would go Waller just because it's half-point PPR. If it was standard, I'd probably go Corum.
Yeah, I'll take Waller as well. It's close, but I'll take Waller.
It's a really tough week.
Yes, it is.
Very, very tough week.
All right, let's go to inactives here and see where we're at. And by the way, keep getting your questions into the chat. Teach and I will probably go another 10-ish minutes. So hit us up with your questions. But let's get into inactives here.
Yeah, let's hear those inactives, bro.
Seattle at Atlanta. No Drake London in this game. We already talked about that. So that's a big one if you guys have them. For Seattle, nobody of note outside of defense players. New Orleans Buccaneers, no Alvin Kamara in this game. That's why we talked about Devin Neal as being a sneaky play today. Oh, interesting. Mike Evans is not back. Mike Evans is inactive.
I like Egbuka even more now.
Interesting. I'd heard all week that he was going to be a go, but he is inactive for this game.
Okay.
Wasn't that what they were saying all week, too? Just that he was going to play? Yep. He must have tweaked something in the pregame.
He's just not ready.
Yeah, no Mike Evans today. So don't get him. Don't start him. If you were hearing about it all week like we were just talking about this the whole show about he's back and he is out. So that's a big one. Let's see here. Nothing in that game. Going to Colts at Jaguars. No Sauce Gardner in that game. We talked about that. So that's a tough one for Indy.
It's we got Jacoby Myers, BTJ, Parker Washington, and Brenton Strange over there. No Sauce Gardner. So
and Parker Washington is inactive in this game, by the way.
Ooh, very nice. So Jacoby.
Step up for Jacoby. And we really like
you have him as a must start, right?
Jacoby, yeah. I already had him as a must start, but that amplifies it for me.
Yeah, that is wild. Why does Yahoo only have him projected for 9 points?
Because they are terrible at projections.
Oh man, that burned. I mean, I've been burned by them. I mean, I've gone against them before. And who would you start? RJ Harvey or Jacoby Myers?
Ooh. Damn, dude. I'm probably going Jacoby today.
Yeah, over RJ?
It's so close, man.
How about Quinshawn or Jacoby?
I love Quinshawn today. I'm on record saying I think he finishes his RB1 today, so I'm taking Quinshawn.
How about RJ Harvey or Quinshawn Judkins?
Judkins.
Zay Flowers or Jacoby Myers?
Jacoby Myers.
Damn, really? Okay.
Although I hate Zay Flowers. Zim would tell you the same thing.
He hates Zay Flowers too, doesn't he?
Who?
Zim.
Zim loved him, but probably since his performance this year, he probably hates him now.
I mean, he scored I don't know. Let's look at his. He scored, let's see, 28, 14, 3, 14, 12, 9, 14, 11, 12, 11, 12. And then last week he had 0.6. But I mean, he was matched up against DJ Turner, who's fantastic for the Bengals. This week he's going against the Steelers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight weeks with double-digit fantasy points for Zay Flowers. It's does he disappear against the Steelers at home versus the Steelers? Does he disappear? Yeah. I don't know.
And Tooch, we got a question from Sergeant Halo. Full PPR, Chris Rodriguez or Bam Knight?
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez is becoming the bell cow back for Washington. Yep. Bam Knight's got a tough matchup, and that run game's not going to get anything done today. So I'm taking Chris Rodriguez. And Mikey said something interesting. He's starting Tyler Shaw on his bye week. Mikey, there's got to be somebody else on the wire, right?
I started him one time. I had a guy. Herbert was on bye, and he got me 5 fantasy points. It's oh my god!
Just tell us, is there anybody out? There's got to be somebody else because I would probably start my dog at quarterback over Tyler Shaw, and he doesn't even know how to throw a ball. Just saying. I don't even know where we. Oh yeah, we were looking at inactives. I was going to dive into the Cardinals-Rams game this afternoon. No Marvin Harrison Jr., no Trey Benson, Amari DeMercado in that game. No Greg Dortch. Cardinals are pretty banged up, so another reason that Michael Wilson would have a big game. Bears-Packers, no Rome Odunze this afternoon, no Tyreek Stevenson. And then on the Green Bay side, it's just a lot of defensive players. Tonight, Texans at Chiefs. Great game, by the way. Nobody of note outside of Jalen Reed at safety that's inactive for Houston. Besides that, everyone looks relatively healthy. And then I'm not even going to go into Monday night against the Eagles-Chargers because we don't exactly know what's going on just yet there. That's all that's out there. Shaw or Tua? I'll take Tua over Shaw. Tooch?
Man. Yeah, I guess I'd take Tua.
Good matchup.
Yep.
I have Herbert starting. Do I stream Tyrod instead? Do you have anybody else available besides Tyrod? We don't like Herbert today, but I mean, I like Tyrod better than Herbert. But is there anybody else on wire? There's got to be somebody else. Tooch and I like Tyrod, though. We do.
Yeah, solid veteran. I don't know. I would look at
Tyrod is the best option.
I would look at which games are projected with the
Jacoby Brissett out there, Sergeant Halo.
I think Shuck is going to be in a negative game script, Although Tyrod also could be in a negative game script here too and forced to throw a lot. I don't know, man. It's like flip a coin. Tyrod will probably get you those rushing yards. So has he been running the ball a little bit?
I've not even looked at Tyrod's stats. Talk about a guy that Justin Herbert just ruined his career.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the athletic trainers didn't they? Pierce his lung or something with a.
Yeah. When he was on the Chargers.
Yeah. He was supposed to be their starter.
Yeah.
Well, I guess out of all those guys, between McCarthy, Shaw, and Geno Smith, I guess I would go with Tyrod. But if for some reason Jacoby Brissett is available, that's who I would start.
to look at what the total is, the point total in those games. I don't.
You got any bets out besides your props? You can talk to your props if you want.
Yeah, I got some props bets out. I got the Jamar Chase over receptions. I'm playing Jacoby Myers over receiving yards.
That's even better now, Tooch, with the
Josh Allen
Parker Washington
over the 1.5 passing yards. I got to play on that. I like AJ Brown today over the receiving yards. I don't have a play on it yet. James Cook over 18.5 rush attempts. I think that's a pretty solid play. Jacoby's going to throw the ball a lot. Like I said, he could throw the ball 40, 50 times. I think maybe there's my top pick would be Patrick Mahomes over 3.5 rushing attempts. I think that's just like free money. He's run four times minimum every game this season.
Wow.
Cousins versus Seattle, no. I think you got to go Tyler Shuck, unfortunately. Cam Ward might have. I mean, look, he's going to be running for his life from Myles Garrett, though. That's the that's the worry there.
Full PPR, we've got JSN, Jamar, and Olave benching Metcalf and QJ. Do you agree? Yes,
Full
I do.
agree.
Full agreement there.
Full agreement. Yep.
14-team league where everyone stashes QBs is annoying. Yeah. Tooch and I are in an 18-man guillotine. We're down to the top 5, baby.
Top 5. I've never made it this far, Joe.
Either have I, buddy. Right now it says that Joey Parisi is the one that's likely to get chopped, but we'll see.
Yeah. Well, last week, my buddy Ryan was projected first, and he almost got chopped. Last week. Just have all you need is like a couple guys to score like 0 to 5 fantasy points, and you're done.
Yeah, I had 3 guys go. I had Ferguson, Dak, and CD, and I got like 49.5 points. But CD, of course, injured. Scary concussion.
Yeah.
I spent all that money in guillotine last week. Now I don't even know if he's going to play for me in the playoffs.
Shit. I spent a ton of money. I filled out wrong. I was like, I was like trying to figure out what people would do and how much money they had. And like nobody wanted Olave, and I ended up way overpaying for him. That was like my whole budget. And I like Olave a lot. He's like the target share on the Saints. His target share is just like amazing. It's like 30% target share, which is just like money. And he's been the wide receiver 10 for the season.
I didn't think I would get CD for $52.
Yeah. Well, nobody has any money left,
I
got Brock Bowers for $10.
Yeah. That's true. There is no money left.
Miami Jets game is projected total of 41.5 points. The Saints and Buccaneers about the same, 41 points. So I would expect more points in the Saints. Bucks. The thing that I like about New Orleans is it's like a rookie quarterback, rookie coach. They don't give a shit. They're nothing to lose, And then you're playing, you do have a rookie head coach in the Jets. They're at home. They're 2.5 point dogs, so maybe they're throwing a lot more.
It's going to be a lot of points there.
And the game between the Titans and Browns with Cam Ward, 33 projected total, 33 points projected total. That's like a 16-17 game, So ain't a lot of fantasy points projected.
Well, I still think Judkins is going to run for like 200 yards.
Oh yeah,
in the game.
Yeah. Like I said, the positive game script is the only game that the Browns will be favored in all year. They're going to control. The thing is, like Tennessee with Jeffrey Simmons, they do have a good run. That big boy in the middle, man, he's tough.
Yeah, he is.
Jeffrey Simmons,
He's fun to watch.
Yeah, I was wondering if the Bears might make a trade at the deadline for a player like him, but they went with the guys they have, Billings and Grady Jarrett.
See what happens, man.
Yeah, I mean, look, the highest total on the board is the Bengals and Buffalo Bills. So if you want to see where the scoring is going to come, it's in that game.
I know, in guillotine, I wish I started Burrow over Dak.
No. But let's talk a little bit about the Bills tight ends, because Cincinnati's like the worst team against the tight end. Yeah. And Dalton Kincaid has been banged up, but he's a really good player, man. Would
He's a good player.
would you consider starting him with his questionable designation?
No, I'm not touching any of the tight ends. Buffalo's tight ends are just such a turnoff for me because they're hit or miss, dude. It's like you said, it's like blindfolding and throwing a dart, being blindfolded and throwing a dart. You either going to hit it right on or they're just going to put up a goose egg. So if it was only Kincaid, if there was no Dawson Knox, if there was,
there's another guy too out there.
I don't know his name.
Jackson Hawes.
There's a third guy, Jackson something. Yeah. And you just don't know how they're going to handle the ball. The offense it's frustrating because the only person on that offense you can count on besides Josh Allen is James Cook.
Yeah.
I mean, the offense is so frustrating, it made Amari Cooper decide to retire.
After the Bengals-Bills, the highest total on the board is the Rams and Cardinals.
I could see that.
So I would be getting your Rams and Cardinals into the game. Bills and Bengals, Cardinals, Seahawks. For me, it would be a team to get players in. Other than that, the Colts and Jaguars projected for 45 points.
Wow.
I just Indianapolis's offense is kind of stalled for me.
I don't know if you saw this on Sleeper this morning. I'm sorry, I'm changing the gears a little bit, but Bucky Irving got baptized this morning, and it was captured on social media and on TikTok and stuff. So, look for him to go nuclear tonight with the power of Christ.
Yeah. Yep, it's a God mode for Bucky today.
He's gonna see the light, baby.
Yeah, God mode today. Well, I'm at Circus Sports, Joe.
I know.
As usual.
Right on location.
Yeah.
Nice and quiet there too.
It is very quiet. Let's see. Did we do all my picks and stuff?
We did. Oh, you can walk. I guess you can go through all of your
What about props. Did I do my sleepers too?
You did.
Okay.
I think. Let me double check.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did.
All right. No more questions, huh?
Get your last minute questions in. Tooch and I are going to wrap here in a couple minutes. Tooch, did you ever end up watching Stranger Things?
I'm through the first 2 or 3 episodes. I think the first 2.
It's really good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good. Really good. Yep. Enjoying it so far.
Me too, man. I can't wait for Christmas for them.
Shuck. Yeah, I mean, he could be in a negative game script where he's chasing the Buccaneers today and he just got to throw. He does have some weapons.
Maybe you'll luck out, Mikey.
Yeah, it's tough. Myers or Neal, half-point PPR.
It's not even close. It's Jacoby Myers.
Yeah,
I know the weather's not looking great, but Myers has been featured in that offense.
What's a tough call? I think. I don't know.
Is this Aldo's long lost cousin, Tooch? Aldo
Gaviria? Yeah. I don't know.
Barroom Network founder Aldo Gandia. Is it your long lost cousin, or is it Aldo's burner?
Aldo's burner, or another Aldo. Myers, you got to think is like the number first read for.
Yeah, he is right now
for Trevor Lawrence.
And we said there's no Parker Washington in this game either. So
Devin Neal's going to get a lot of touches though. But Addison,
it's close for me. I just think, Addison or Monangai. I'll take Monangai today.
I think I'll take Monangai as well.
This is an interesting one though. Myers or Neal.
It's tough
because I like Neal a lot, but I like Neal better in PPR.
It's half PPR. That's what I'm saying. It's half PPR. So Neal kind of, you're going to get rushing and receiving yards. Weather's better. I think I go Neal. He got so much. He was on the field for 90% of the snaps. I
have Neal as the start today at running back. I love the matchup, so I'll go ahead and I'll toss Neal in the ring.
Okay. And just because it's half PPR.
Yeah.
If it was
Myers,
full PPR, I think I might go Jacoby Myers.
Yeah, Jacoby Myers might catch 12 balls today, but in a
He
half
is,
PPR league,
Jacoby is a stud, man.
he is
How's that weather looking in Jacksonville?
not great.
Are we sure? Is it really that bad?
Well, it was supposed to be a light rain at game time, but I'm going to like weather.com real quick to get the hourly forecast. Let's see. Cloudy with periods of rain, high of 61, winds northeast 5 to 10 miles an hour.
The wind isn't that bad.
100% chance of rain. Heavy at times. So there's going to be rain.
Yep. That must be why he's projected for 9 points on,
I still think he gets more than that, even if he catches 5 passes. Christian Watson or Terry McLaurin. 4 or 5 weeks ago, I would have said this is a non-question, but now Watson looks like a stud all of a sudden.
So does McLaurin, though.
I know. That's what I'm saying. This is tougher than it looks on paper.
Let me just take a look here on the.
I'm probably taking Scary Terry.
Terry McLaurin is available in Guillotine.
And Jaden's back, too.
Yeah. He had a monster game last week, 22 points. I mean, Minnesota has the best defense against the wide receiver. That's why he's still projected for 12, 13 points.
Yeah.
Just that Terry McLaurin can just absolutely disappear, at times.
Both of those guys could disappear.
Yeah, true.
And I'll go Martin. I'll go McLaurin.
I'll go McLaurin as well.
I think he comes back and Jaden Daniels in a big way.
I mean, he's like the first read in Washington more than Watson. Well, Watson's the first read in Green Bay though too. I shouldn't say that. I just like I said with the Green Bay wide receivers, it's like whack-a-mole.
Really, I know.
Yeah.
I'll take consistency there in McLaurin.
Yep.
All right, Tooch, you want to run through a handful of your props, and then we'll get a last-minute question or two, and then
like
we'll
I
get out of
said,
here.
I love that Patrick Mahomes over 4 rushing attempts play, especially against the Texans, man, where they have a fantastic defense.
Yes, they do.
I think he'll be able to scramble. I know they have 2 fantastic pass rushers, but I could see Mahomes just like taking off at least 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Allen over 1.5 passing touchdowns. I think he gets a couple touchdowns today. AJ Brown, like I said, I like Brown. He's just really come on. Cook, I think, runs the ball. That's a lot of rushing attempts, but he's the man.
I see it.
Yep. Brissett, I think, throws a pick today. I hate to say it, but Michael Wilson over 4.5 receptions, bro.
That seems like easy.
Yeah, it might
Easy
be higher
money.
now since they ruled out Marvin Harrison Jr., but I got 5 receptions, so 5 plus. Rashee Rice, I think, is getting 6 catches. I think Jamar Chase gets 7. And then Jacoby Myers, I mean, the weather might slow him down a little bit, maybe not. And then the Baltimore kicker, I like him to make 2 field goals today against the Steelers.
I like that, man. Those are all great prop plays. What's your app of choice these days? You still on DraftKings, or what do you?
I like DraftKings. I just they pay out so fast. You know, it's like less than 24 hours you get your money. So last night I had they had a Barstool bonus with college football, college basketball, and I had an 11 game parlay, and I paid $4. It paid I won all 11 games, and it paid $128. It was
for
plus
$4
plus 31.55. Yeah, so I'm like I bought the girls pizza last night, and we have Northern Lights Pizza down the street here.
Nice.
And they have a Graziano sausage for the pizza. It's like really good homemade sausage at the Graziano Butcher Shop on the south side here of Des Moines. And they have a cinnamon roll pizza, whatever, cinnamon streusel pizza. The girls like, I mean, that's what they like, the girls.
I know.
It's like a little tiny dessert pizza. And then we ordered some wings from them too. was they're big. They're like fat wings too, man.
Speaking of wings, how about
my 7-year-old ate them all? Yeah, Joey Chestnut, the goat.
Yeah, dude.
So Joe, I got you remember at Shock they would have the prop room sale sometimes.
Yes,
you could buy stuff.
Yeah,
I got a Ninja air fryer, it's a small one, for $5 from the prop room at my photography studio, and I just have been figuring out how to use it. I put some, like frozen Purdue lemon pepper wings in there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they were so crispy. It was so good. They were absolute perfection.
Dude, I know you. I don't know if you're a Brussels sprouts guy or not. But
I love it. Yeah, I love fried Brussels sprouts.
Tooch, do them in the air fryer. It'll change your life.
Cut them in half and put them in there with little
balsamic glaze or something on there.
Balsamic, maybe a little red chili flake.
Yeah, and then you get it nice and crispy in the air fryer. They're so good.
Oh, I love that. That's perfect for a keto diet too.
Is that what you're doing?
I'm trying to. It's the holidays though.
That's true.
I'm still way too heavy for my age, but I have been doing the Manjaro. It's just the irregular bowel movements have been the killer. With the Manjaro. You're either one extreme or the other, folks.
That's like the it's like an Ozempic alternative or something.
Yeah, it's like the improved Ozempic with that less side effects.
Gotcha.
It's Zepbound. I think it's also goes by the name Zepbound.
Got it.
Tirzepatide rather than semaglutide.
I'm it sounds like Chinese.
GLP-1.
Yeah, I got you.
It's all the rage right now,
Sure.
But the best thing to do for me is like keto for me. Just eat meat and cheese and vegetables, avocados.
Yeah.
I would do
a good steak.
I would do pizza with instead of a dough, it was a sausage crust,
Oh, like the Lou Malnati's?
Yeah, without any pie crust or pizza dough.
Have you tried the Lou Malnati sausage crust pie before?
It's without the dough or just the one that's like with the dough and it's got like a disc?
No, it's no dough. It's just
no
the disc
dough.
Of sausage is the crust.
I haven't tried it, but that's what I like.
It's good.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, Northern Lights Pizza has like keto dishes where it's like that, where it's like it's like pizza without the dough, and they also have like a cauliflower crust too.
There you go. This is not keto at all, Tooch, but I will tell you this: in the grocery store now, Tombstone now has a French fry crust pizza.
What? Wow!
And it's chili cheese, so it tastes like chili cheese fries.
Wow!
Tooch, when I tell you, and it's gluten free. If you know anyone that
oh yeah,
is gluten free,
yeah, fantastic.
It's for a frozen pizza from the store for $4.
French fry crust,
incredible.
Wow, yeah, my girls.
So
they love French fries.
I'm telling this to a guy that's trying to do a diet. So
yeah, I went to last week with Black Friday. We were like in the morning, from like 9 to like 1:30. We went out did some Christmas shopping. Me and the girls and my wife. The girls wanted clothing and Five Guys, and I was like, Joe, I signed the loan paperwork last week, so took out a loan for that. But
for Five Guys,
Five Guys and girls' clothes, the Five Guys went there, and my wife and I were like, look, we wanted to go to Felix and Oscar's, which is a pub here in North Des Moines. They have pizza. They have tavern style and deep dish, like Chicago style pizzas, and they have fantastic salad and chicken wings. Also, good wings. The salad dressing in Des Moines is a creamy Parmesan, Joe. It's excellent. It's like creamy garlic, but creamy Parmesan. It's like that kind of style. It looks like Thousand Island without the pickle relish. It's not sweet. It's nice. It's like Parmesan garlic flavor dressing. Fantastic.
Damn, dude, you're getting me hungry, bro.
So the salad dressing is fantastic at Felix and Oscar's. And then my wife and I were like, look, I don't think we're going to make it to Felix and Oscar's. I was like hoping to wait 2:00, maybe watch the first half of the Bears game there versus the Eagles. And we're the girls couldn't wait. We'll go to Five Guys. I told my wife, let's just get 2 kids meals, and we'll get all the regular fries, which is like a giant fries anyways, and two drinks. One, my wife and I actually we split a large drink, and then the girls 2 kids meals, and it was $36. Holy shit!
Nice.
My wife and I didn't even get a burger.
Oh wow.
The Five Guys. It's good though. I mean, of course you can go in there and have all the peanuts you want too, But I do like their burgers at Five Guys. They are good, but that's not worth the price. If I'm paying $15 for a burger, 13 to 15, I'm going to Red Robin. They have really awesome burgers.
Yeah. I love me a burger, man.
Yeah, me too. We have a really great burger stop out here called Lachelle's. It's like just a little burger counter. Oh, fantastic. Smash burgers.
Smash? I was going to say Smash is probably my favorite burger.
Smash burgers and a sesame seed bun, and then they have different styles of toppings and stuff. Yeah, we need a good Bears win today, Mikey.
I hope so, my man. I feel it.
Yep. I'm wearing my Iowa State shirt today because we beat the Purdue Boilermakers, the number 1 basketball team. Yeah, Iowa State's got a good team this year. Now it's no secret now that they beat the Boilermakers. But I was thinking about putting a Elite 8 Final Four bet on the Cyclones, but now it's not going to be after they beat the Boilermakers. It's not going to be worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to do, man. I'm trying to decide between Zay Flowers and Jacoby Myers, and I don't know. It's so hard.
I'm taking Myers. I don't care about the weather.
The weather bothers me today. I even want to throw. I want to pick up DJ Moore or Terry McLaurin, but McLaurin's got a terrible matchup on the road at the Vikings. And then DJ Moore, he's at the Green Bay in bad weather too.
There's not a lot of good weather to go around unless you're in a dome.
Yeah, and Buffalo at Cincinnati is supposed to be rain.
Yeah, it's true.
Chris Godwin is home versus New Orleans. That could be rain too.
Yeah, Tampa Bay's going to have rain too. So
it's ridiculous. I'm just keeping it. I don't want to set it and forget it. That's what I'm doing.
I know. That's kind of what I did. No looking back.
Michael Pittman is out there. Alec Pierce is out there. Jaden Higgins is out there.
You're talking about in guillotine?
Yeah.
I know, dude. I've looked so many times. And
Brian Thomas Jr. projected for 14 points and Jacoby Myers 9 points.
That's just wrong. That's just
what the hell? Darnell Mooney projected for 16 today. It's like last week he had 4 points. How? He's at Seattle. I don't know. Yeah, maybe they're a little goofy today.
I got Jamar and Devontae today in guillotine, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah. I mean, I got Olave and Michael Wilson, but I think I'm okay. It's like the one guy, he had Jahmyr Gibbs started,
Mm-hmm. We got a last-minute question at the wire from Steven. Full PPR, need 1 wide receiver, 2 flex. Currently starting Waddle, McConkey, Kenneth Walker. Would you work in Devin Neal, Pierce, Dobbs, or Addison? I think I would rather start Devin Neal over McConkey.
Damn, I don't know, man. I don't like McConkey's matchup versus the Eagles.
And the fact that Herbert's banged up.
Herbert is banged up. I think they're going to run. They're going to try to run the ball all over the Eagles, just like the Bears. But I don't know. Maybe they. I mean, isn't Jalen Carter injured? Like after he got roughed up by the Bears. So I mean, I don't know, maybe the Chargers will be able to move the ball. Kenneth Walker's got a good matchup today.
Yeah.
But I just hate that Charbonnet comes in and steals his touchdowns. Yeah, it'd be like watching Kenneth Walker rack up yards and catches, and then all of a sudden they get down the goal line, they bring in Charbonnet. Alec Pierce is, I don't know. I mean, he's
hit or miss again.
He's definitely hit or miss, and then you got the weather. So I don't know. Flash that one. So he went Jordan Addison. Jordan Addison has a good matchup too. Dobbs has a good matchup. I don't know, man. It's a tough call. I like Waddle and I like Walker. So for me, would I work in Devin Neal?
I think I would start Neal over McConkey personally.
Yeah, I think I would too. The Green Bay wide receivers, you never know who's going to hit. Love Jordan Addison. He's got a great matchup too.
And Wicks is back this week, right?
I actually like Addison over McConkey. But I hate the quarterbacks. I mean, McConkey's got a way better quarterback. Yeah, I think I'm with Mikey too on that. That Devin Neal, he gets a lot of touches.
Yeah, he does. The workhorse back with a good matchup. And he catches balls.
Yeah, it's the receiving where he's going to help you.
And he said it's full PPR too, so that helps with Neal's case.
Yeah, I think I'd go Neal, Waddle, and Walker. Like I said, I have McConkey and I'm sitting him, and I hate the fact that I have to sit him. You know?
Yeah.
Because he's a good ball player. He's just going against Cooper DeJean, today. That Chargers offensive line sucks.
Yeah, it does. It's banged up.
Yeah. The last time I saw Justin Herbert play, he was getting his ass kicked by what was it? What was that game where he got his ass kicked in?
Just been a lot of them lately.
Yeah. What was that game where he had put up? They just gave up. It was against the Jaguars.
The Raiders? Oh.
Yeah, it was against the Jaguars.
Yeah,
that was the last time I
got
watched Herbert. He put up 3 fantasy points.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, he was 10 of 18 for 10 of 18 for 81 yards with an interception.
Yeah, we hope you all don't have bad fantasy days. We hope you all do well.
Yep.
Gene is very good. Agreed, Mikey. And we hope that you all make it with strong momentum into the fantasy playoffs. We'll be here the next 3 weeks to walk you through them. We're here with you every step of the way. We hope our buddy Adam is back next week. He had to work today, but he will watch the Bears game with all of us later tonight or this afternoon. Tooch, you got any last words before we get out of here?
Best of luck to everybody, really.
Yeah, let's go make those fantasy playoffs. You know where to find us for fantasy playoffs. The next 3 weeks, we're going to get you to the fantasy promised land. As always, God bless America. God bless football, and let's kick some ass. Tooch and I and Adam will be back next week. Go win those matchups. And as always, bear down. See you guys next week.